Let's go to Dave, Fort Worth, Texas, the great WBAP. Go.
How you doing, Mark? Thank you.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you for being a voice in the wilderness. I just had a couple of points. Many of the Rhino Republicans down here in Texas who did not vote for Ted Cruz in 2012 are now some of his most adamant supporters.
Good.
And the second point is, Cornyn right now is polling under 50%, and I'll tell you, much of the same faction that got Ted Cruz voted in 2012 are trying to get Cornyn out today. And there's a young guy named Dwayne Stovall.
I know. Here's the thing. This show isn't to back every single candidate who's challenging every single incumbent. What I'm trying to do is focus on a couple of these races, a handful of these races. If people want to vote for Stovall, I'm all for it. I happen to know Ted Cruz at the time very, very well. I've known him for almost 20 years or so. Mike Lee, I was well familiar with Mike Lee over the years and his background, as well as several of the others. But I can't just start backing everybody because, there's somebody who's decided to run against somebody. I'm not saying he's not a good guy. Maybe he's a great guy. Thank you for your call. I'm not thrilled with Cornyn. Texas is a red state. You can do better than Cornyn. I mean, Cornyn is a McConnell guy. I know exactly what's going on there. I'm not endorsing. If he loses, good. But I think that'll be a tougher one. I really do. I'm not trying to dispirit anybody. I think go for it. But as for whom I endorse and why I endorse them and so forth and so on, I have to make those decisions here. And I have to make them based on a lot of factors. I can't just be every single challenger, everybody who decides to get a petition I'm going to support. I don't know everybody who's getting a petition. But that doesn't stop you folks from backing whomever you want and beating some of these incumbents. I'm already involved in 3 of these races now. I've already said Bevin's over McConnell, and I already talked about Mississippi last night. I talked about Kansas last night, and I'm going to get involved in a few more, and I'm looking at very, very closely. But I have to be comfortable with it because it's my name endorsing or not endorsing. Does that make sense to everybody?